We're getting towards the end of another episode of Bullseye, but first, a recommendation from me. It's called the Outshot. Do you remember when George Clooney was a failed movie star? I mean, in 1996, that haircut was everything, but Batman and Robin was a genuine disaster. It looked like it might not happen for our man. But then, in 1998, came a movie called Out of Sight. It was the same deal for the director, Steven Soderbergh, too. He was like a precocious genius. He basically invented 90s indie movies with Sex, Lies, and Videotape, which came out in 1989. And then he sort of laid a few eggs in a row, and it looked like it might have been a fluke. Interesting, but not exactly successful. And then Soderbergh met Clooney, and I guess Soderbergh had like an Elmore Leonard book in his hand, and basically one of the best crime movies of the last 30 years happened.
First thing we do, we get to Detroit, we find Glenn, and we find a window to throw him out of.
I was thinking, if I was Glenn and I was up there to take down the Ripper, where would I go?
Except that if you were Glenn, you wouldn't be thinking.
Here's the setup. Clooney is a bank robber. If I was going to describe him, I guess I would go with like Clooney-ish or Clooney-esque. Again, this is the movie that made George Clooney George Clooney. So anyway, he's in jail, but his buddy Ving Rhames gets him out. The only problem is when Clooney pops out of the tunnel on the other side of the wall, there's Jennifer Lopez standing in the mud with a shotgun. She was just hanging out in the prison parking lot, and it turns out she's a federal agent. Clooney grabs her. They end up stuffed into Ving Rhames' trunk. Now, I'm going to play a little bit of this, but I'm not 100% sure that audio can convey this scene. I mean, Clooney just crawled out of a hole. He's covered in mud. Lopez is mad. We can only even see their conversation because Clooney's got a little flashlight and the brake lights are turning on and off. And we're pretty sure that J-Lo still has a gun on her somewhere. And the two of them, they just met, they're stuffed in this trunk, and it is maybe the hottest fully clothed movie scene I've ever seen.
Yeah, you don't seem all that scared.
Of course I am.
You don't act like it.
What do you want me to do, scream? Wouldn't help much anyway. No, I'm just gonna sit here, take it easy, and wait for you to screw up.
From there, it's sort of a weird heist movie. Lopez gets away, so she's chasing them. So's her dumb federal agent boyfriend, Michael Keaton. Clooney and Rhames and their dopey friend Steve Zahn are trying to steal some diamonds from a rich guy they did time with. That's Albert Brooks. The movie's a style exercise. I mean, it seems like Soderbergh loves that kind of stuff, experimenting with aesthetics. But thanks to a great story, great characters from that Elmore Leonard novel, some of the best actors in the business, Out of Sight is never even a tiny bit vapid. It's just like everyone is so human, so rich, so funny. They don't even need the guns and the crime. Honestly, Out of Sight would work as a weird family sitcom. I mean, Albert Brooks, who plays the rich guy, Albert Brooks is like 7th on the call sheet on this thing. And there's Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle, too. Early career Don Cheadle. Crazy, murderous Don Cheadle.
That's your little fishies for you.
Oh, good.
Not so fast. See, starting out, there's gonna be an across-the-board cost of living increase, you know what I mean?
What?
You know, when I got put in here a year ago on credit card fraud, I didn't really get no props for that, you know, but ever since I shanked that loudmouth in the yard the other day, it's like my Dun and Broad Street around this done shot way the up, man.
Actually, it's Dun and Brad Street. That's the, well, I've heard it both ways.
And at one point, somebody messes with J-Lo, and she just smacks the crap out of him with one of those telescoping batons. Oh, my God, it is so amazing.
You're not my type.
No, that don't mean nothing to me. I let the monster out, you gonna do what it wants.
I gotta go, Kenneth. Maybe we'll see each other again sometime.
No. We gonna tussle first.
Damn it!
What the was that?
You wanted to tussle. We tussled.
There are 1,000 moving parts in this movie. Flashbacks, split screens, Catherine Keener doing a Southern accent, a gay Luis Guzman, and there's Jennifer Lopez, hottest chick in the game, and George Clooney, coolest man on earth. And a really gorgeous version of Will They, Won't They.
It's like seeing someone for the first time. Like you could be passing on the street and you look at each other, and for a few seconds there's this kind of a recognition. Like you both know something. The next moment the person's gone. And and it's too late to do anything about it. And you always remember it because it was there and you let it go, and you think to yourself, what if I had stopped? What if I had said something? What if? What if? It may only happen a few times in your life.
Or once.
Or once.
Out of Sight isn't brutal, like the Tarantino knockoffs that were big back then, and it's not glib. It isn't goofy or winky like the Ocean's movies. It's just vivid, elegant, cool, funny, vibrant. It's like a great movie, or a great movie star. Actually, you know what? I know how to describe it. It's Clooney-esque. That's my outshot.